Mm-hmm. Come here, bro. Hello. Excuse me, baby. Excuse me. No, we're not going outside. What are you talking about? No outside. No outside. Ain't no outside. No out. What are you talking about? You confused. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Appreciate y'all being back there, waiting on Cheapo to come back. I sent the link out, waiting on Cheapo to should be joining us, I believe, shortly. Mm-hmm. Yes, Tinkum. Hey. Hey, GTFT. Waiting on Cheapo. I just ended my live. She wanted to come on. She said, we're going to review me going to church. Stop, Gizmo. Dad, good. We're going to see whatever you... Cheapo, stop, pumpkin. Get out of there right now. I'm going to lose my cool. Daddy going to lose his cool. And then when Daddy... No, Chris. GTF, everybody... get out. Stop. When Daddy started to lose his cool, then everybody wondered why. Daddy's losing it. Yeah, Daddy said, yeah. Daddy's losing it. I don't want to hit it now. Get back. Where's your water? Mm-hmm. Yeah, waiting on her to. She said she'll be up in a minute. Get past there. Did you see the Gizmo and I in church? They said I was in there like a saint. They try to make it seem like I'm some type of sociopath in the church. Well, not church people. So awesome, you are. Why you're not involved in what's involved in what? I don't play. I don't hoop and holler. Gizmo just had her dinner. Some rice, some mixed vegetables, and a piece of summer sausage and some onions, like stir fry. I thought she ate pretty good. I was happy for that. Shout out to the chat. Y'all make sure turkeys, man, wipe y'all feet when y'all walk in, man. Wipe your feet on the carpet. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Help the algorithm with the little tools and fuels we be having in here. But, you know, I like it like that, y'all. See, GTF, I want you to remember something that I said. I want you to remember I said this. A friend of all is a friend of none. See, what happened is with a lot of people, they'll say anything for likes. They'll say anything in the moment just to be able to get the recognition that they're looking for. But then when they call to the carpet, now you got to change your position. Because you've been another way in front of another audience. See, the beautiful part about me is I ain't got to worry about none of that. no matter what, I get to be me. Because I don't perform when I come on here, y'all. I just be myself. So therefore, I'm never in a law. You know what I'm saying? I'm always good in that regard. I don't know what Cheapo is. She was asking to come on. Maybe she getting ready. Oh, just talked her up. There she goes.
Hello.
Hey, mister.
Hey, what's up? I was like, okay, maybe he didn't go live. It's cool.
Yeah, I sent it. I sent it twice. Stop, pumpkin. Give me that. And stop screaming at me. I had to resend it because I wasn't sure I sent it right.
Oh, okay. So,
So
so
yeah, I
you,
sent it
so
twice.
you, so you said you would go again.
Like I say, that may be. I want to see what I was really interested, Cheapo, to see what hear your opinions
Hey,
like in
Fancy.
real time. Because you texting and stuff. Well, you said you had so much to say. I know you said initially no, so let me let me hear what you got to say, and then I can kind of roll from there.
All right. So first off, I just want to know, like, did you specify what made you like want to get up and say, oh, I'm gonna go to church today? Like, what pushed you to do that?
Uh, we were up, and I was, I, it was a piece of me that, like I said, it's a piece of me that really want her to have, like a solid community of
He was
women
feeling.
around around her. Me personally, I couldn't care less, right? I don't need people, but I do want, however, I do want her to have that. I do want her to have, people, and a community of women that she can count on, and to depend on, and at least some sort of a something like that. Problem is, you don't particularly know where to go and how to go about getting it. It's been too many times in my life I've seen a lot of these people, like, and I told you I think Christians are some of the fakest people ever. So I really do. I'm saying, they forever. I'm saying, talking out of both sides of their mouth and being absolutely messy. I'm saying, but God forgive me, don't judge me. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why
Anytime
it
you ever
makes.
say something.
Uh-huh.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say, so that's why I was like wondering like what made you do it. So you said for your daughter to have a sense of community with the women,
Yeah,
right?
I think that there's a piece of me that knows that she needs that, and what I mean. I'd be being dishonest with you if I didn't think that I noticed that she could use and benefit from, what I mean, from that, from some nurturing from some women and stuff like that.
Okay,
But
so do you think that your how can I say this? Because I don't want to say personality, but like just your aura is inviting.
no, no,
Okay.
no,
All right.
no.
So what made you like sit in church and have your face twisted up the whole time? Well, not the whole time, but like the majority of the time. Like, were you conscious of that? Like, you were aware that your face was like that, or yeah, like was it something that you was noticing that you didn't like, or that was just your face?
I thought it was my face. No, I didn't. I didn't really notice. I know y'all had mentioned that. I didn't know that to be the case. I didn't like. It's. I don't know. Like I said, I have such a low. I don't know that she was acting. You know what I'm saying? That she starts clapping and she want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? The kids, but I'm like, sit
So did
still.
that make you
You
did
know?
that make you uncomfortable?
Yeah, yeah. I like for her to sit still because then people don't pay attention to us. And we can say, but when she started clapping and she started being trying to be cute, then all of a sudden people want to talk, they want to come around, and that one question leads to another, and which I always hate that.
Okay, so I think you got to get past that. Like I think you got to get past, because how can you say you want to provide your daughter with a sense of community when you don't want to be around a community? Like, you got to be social.
So Scott, I hate that word so much.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, how do you expect her to have that if you gonna shut people out, or when they try to build some sort of relationship with you, you're just like, no, I don't like people. I hate people. Like, get away from me. I don't want to
But I
talk.
really
Like,
don't.
leave my daughter alone. Like, how do you expect how do you expect people to build a relationship with you and your daughter if you don't allow them in? And I'm not saying allow
I don't want nobody
everybody
building no
in,
relationship with me.
huh?
I don't want nobody building no relationship with me.
Okay, but you want to build it with your daughter.
Fred,
But in order for you to feel comfortable with people handling your daughter, or like, let's be honest. Did you grow up in the church or no?
yes.
Okay, so at the church, child, they pass babies around like nobody's business. Somebody come in the church with a baby, you know what I'm saying? That baby done went around the whole church. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a
Did
church.
they? I'm trying to think. I remember that. I'm trying. It's been a
So
long
I
time.
mean, from what I've experienced, that's what I see is like when people call church culture. Like, I think that they're just receptive to babies. I
You know,
think that when women see babies crying, our first natural instinct is like, oh, let me go help this brother out. You get what I'm saying?
see, but I'm glad you mentioned that. What make you
Yeah.
think that you know more about my daughter than me? What make you think that you can get my daughter to stop crying? You know what I mean? You don't know her.
That's true, but kids tend to act different with other people than they do with their own parents. Yes.
Correct.
Hold on real quick.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so maybe that a different person, a different face, Gizmo would have been looking at her like trying to fill her out, or the person that tried to get at her or whatever. And they probably would have been playing peekaboo or some stuff with her, like, doing little things to kind of entertain her while you got whatever it is that you were supposed to be coming to get from the Lord. I
I wouldn't
think
get
that,
nothing.
huh?
I wouldn't get nothing from that. Nothing.
Oh my god. I'm reading the comments. Yes, she's one. She deserves to be happy and clap. I agree.
Who
Like,
said
I
that? Who,
told
who,
him,
who, who, who,
I
who,
don't
who,
think
who, who? Wait. Who said that?
Fancy said that, but I
Oh
agree.
God, they come mouth.
Wait, but I agree because I told you I don't think you should have imposed your like how you feel about certain things on her. Like, let her be her, and establish who she is and her character and her personality. She, what I'm saying? Like, from what I'm seeing
Stop
from her,
Gizmo.
she's very social, and so even if you tell people not to play with her or whatever, she's looking at people to get their attention with her eyes. She play with people. So how do you expect people not to play with her?
Because you're an adult. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
With come on, people. Listen, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now I'm upset.
I don't know how.
Fancy. No, I'm talking about Fancy. She's one. She deserves to be happy. Oh my God.
She
Listen,
does.
it's not funny. The aunties and grandmas of the church was sport.
They will. They'll give her some candy and some more stuff.
I don't want my daughter to get no candy.
I mean, get over yourself, bro. Like, listen, you got to get out of this. Like, this is. I mean, this is your kid. Let me stop. I can't. I
Look,
can't.
see, you know what? You
But
know what really makes me mad? Do you know what really
what?
makes me mad?
What?
I'm serious, people. This what people like. They want listen, first 1 minute if niggas ain't shit and they don't take care of their kids. You know what I
Uh
mean?
huh.
That's what I heard my whole life. And then when you do protect, they want to tell you how to protect. You know what I'm saying? As if I don't know exactly what it is out here in this world. Pumpkin, don't interrupt me when I'm talking. As if I don't know exactly what it is out here in this cold world, and I have
Uh
not
huh.
lived around the worst people
Uh huh.
imaginable. And so here's the thing. I do know that there's a play, like I said, and you're right. Going back to what you initially said, I believe that there is some you know what I'm saying? You said it don't really particularly make sense. You know what I'm saying? You want her to have a community, but yet you don't want to be receptive to the community. I get that, right? And so you have a point there. You know what I mean? You get that. But listen, it's going to take time. Listen, I don't just go around just thinking everything is okay and just assuming that you know what I mean that somebody's going to take care of her. We've seen what happened when I trusted people, y'all, with her. We've
Right.
seen. So let's not try
Right.
to act like that it's not a real thing.
Right. And by all means, take your time, right, to get to know these people. So go a few times, but you have to do your due diligence at being receptive or allowing people to talk to you, because if you just go up in there with your mean mug, yeah, I'm saying, like, where you got this face of don't say nothing to me, don't talk to me, don't ask me if I need your help, I got this, like that's what it was
Stop your mouth.
giving. Like when Gizmo was falling out, and the usher came and was like, she asked you something, you was like, nah, I got it. Like, like she just
Yeah,
trying to
stop
help
your
you
mouth.
out. You're trying to put her coat on, the camera falling, you know what I'm saying? Your wallet dropping, the cars is flying. And it's just like, you like, I got it, leave me alone. Like, no, you gotta allow people to help you sometimes. Like, I don't know, man. It was interesting to watch.
Cheapo. Are you looking at
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Now,
Who has helped me since she's been born?
okay, that's past tense. We
No, no,
talking
no,
about
no,
the
no, 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 no,
present.
no, no, no. Give me ask my question, please.
I mean, I don't know. I just met you, so I mean, off of what you say, you said nobody has helped you. I know the last girlfriend or whoever you was talking to did the birthday party and things of that nature, and so she was kind. Did
Yes.
kind gestures for your daughter. But outside of that, I don't know.
Okay. I've had yes, I'm talking about like consistent. I'm talking about in terms of like her real care and rearing. You know what I mean? Like somebody you can say, hey. And when I'm talking about help, I'm talking about real help. Like, here, take this babe. You know what I'm saying? Let me get it. Okay, you can trust me to do, to take care of her while, you do this for said days.
Right,
Right. To the it's crickets, right? So when you saying that, you know what I mean, and you're like, I'm like not receptive to like help because here's the thing, it hasn't been there. Like I always got to get my own like, and so I've gotten to the point where I know that that's just the way it is, right? So you know what I mean. So with that, I never look for it. I never ask for it. I never, what I'm saying. I don't because in the end, I know that when the chips is down, all she gonna have to depend on is me. And
right,
so if you're not gonna be consistent, which most people just are not, let's just be honest, right?
right.
And
Hmm.
then so it's like, it's like, why start that when I know for a fact that's not gonna be there, so I don't want to depend
Okay, I get it.
on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel you, and like, when you was going off on a tangent about like how I think you were kind of directing it towards the people in the chat because we had a lot to say, and you was kind of saying like how people probably don't
Stop this mom.
understand the struggle you have in regards to
Stop this mom.
not having family to turn to, you know, um where other people, like might have help, they might have support, they might have a village, and so I kind of that's why I kind of backed off because I
Stop this.
don't know what that's like,
Mhm.
to be just like a one man show. You
Mhm.
feel me? Because like if I
Stop
don't get
this.
me wrong, like right now it's hard to get babysitters. Like,
Right.
like my mama don't watch my daughter. I only got one auntie that watch her, and she going through some health complications with her knee. So I have to really, really need this for her to, for me to even feel comfortable enough to ask her at this point. But I still could ask. Whereas you don't have anybody that you can lean and depend on at this current moment. But so I understand. And Fancy said, I don't think we can hear you. We can't hear you. No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. What about now?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to know what? You want to know why I have any immense amount of reverence and
You got a
respect for you?
nose like my you got a nose like my baby daddy. Go ahead, my first one. Go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Women. You want to know why I have an immense amount of respect for you until you made that last comment. But you want to know why? You want to know why?
Go
Because
ahead.
you're honest. Like, this is what I hate about people. And I hate this to my core. They'll always try to act as if they understand when they don't. You, on the other hand, can be woman enough to say, yeah, I can understand his position in terms of not, you know what I'm saying? You know, like you can admit that. You're not trying to be, you know what I'm saying, somebody who, you know what I mean, who like, who one of these welfare queens who swear up and down, you know what I'm saying, that everything, you know what I mean, has, they want us to do it alone. Ain't nobody. I ain't got, you know what I mean? Yes, you do. Yes, you a
Right.
lie. You know what I'm saying? You a
Yeah.
lie. And so I have so much respect for you in that regard. That's why I can have, to be productive conversations with you because you're not stupid. And thank God for that.
Okay. Hey, TBA. TBA wants to know, have
TBA's
you ever
here.
she wants to know, have you ever had any trauma focused therapy?
Like, hey,
I
hey,
oh
TBA.
god, child.
Hey, TBA. Look here. It is here. Do I look like the type of man that would go into a place and then tell all my business and then let people try to think they could tell me something? Absolutely not, TBA. I have absolutely no interest in that. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff, sir. None of those things serve black men. Oh, let me back
Oh,
that up. I told myself I wasn't gonna say that. I said if it put like this, because I said that initially on when I was on Kendra. I said, you know what I'm saying, that if a man did, he's a sucker. Listen, if that's what you think you need, okay. Me personally, that's nothing that I would ever consider. You know what I'm saying? There besides what the die has already been cast. So there's nothing. I stop pumpkin, get out of there. The only thing that I can do is try to give my daughter every opportunity as best as I can, right? And a lot of times, y'all, it may not look. This isn't going to be your traditional situation because it's just not. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you slice it, you know what I mean. But however, I I like to think, man. Listen, regardless of what nobody says or don't say, Cheapo, I've been here, right?
mm-hmm.
And ain't nothing ever happened to my daughter with me. She's always been fine. She's always clean. She's always taken care of. She got her baths. She takes her medicines. She's, you know what I'm saying, she has her vitamins. She has, you know what I mean? Like, I was able to catch them roaches, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Man, that's
always on top of
crazy.
everything.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. So, so people, like I said, people can say what they want to say. You know what I mean? But in the end,
I don't have any
as the
glue.
young folks say, I got receipts.
Can I have? Can I use the glue?
You have to use it in the front in the living room.
Yeah, Mr. Hey, Miss Taylor.
Say hello.
Hi.
Go
I
ahead.
saw you singing
Oh,
good. I didn't know the songs, but you was doing a great job.
he said you did a
Hi.
great job sing.
Hi.
Taylor, okay, go.
Mhm.
Okay. Say it. Say it. Say it.
He
Say
said
it.
you did a good job singing, baby.
I love
Mhm.
you.
Just say thank you.
You're welcome. I love you too, Pumpkin.
So you see how, yeah,
That's
you
my
see,
love.
like, so all right, so that's my kid. You see,
Mhm. Oh,
she don't know you from a hole in the wall, but
get him up. Hmm?
that's just how loving my kid is, And
Just
so
shoot. That's true.
I definitely can understand when you say like your baby be talking to people and stuff because
Hmm.
my kid talks and this is her in real life,
Hmm.
and so yeah, but I get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. I just hate when people listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, people. People want black men to be gay. Let me just say this, right? Because here's what I'm saying. It's like all of this, you know what I'm saying, trying to come and trying to listen. I did a video on this, and I'm gonna say this now, you know what I'm saying, of course, under the you don't want no man that go around telling you about how he feels and what's going on. And because in the end, none of it matters. He's going to have to be accountable. He's going to have to produce. That's it. And once you start showing vulnerabilities as a man, people are going to initially, they may even be empathetic to it. But as soon as they get upset, they're gonna throw it up in your face. This is facts. So all that trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to get in touch with your feelings like some sort of a woman, as if that's somehow going to absolve you of your responsibilities as a man. Man, don't nobody care about how I feel. Hell, I don't even care about how I feel in truth. I care about what needs to be done.
Is
So
it
if I don't
about?
care about
Is
how I
it?
feel, I know nobody else.
Are we talking about therapy? Because if we're talking about therapy, I think I don't know if it's necessarily like getting in touch with how you feel per se, but more so about addressing the issues, acknowledging and addressing. You get what I'm saying, and I guess probably healing from it, and and so I don't. What's fag about that?
Yeah, I have it. The wounds are cauterized. You can't hurt me with it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm definitely healed. You know what I'm saying. I hate when women say, "God, I hate that." I'm healed from past. God, I hate this stuff so much. Like, you know what I'm saying. I'm serious. Like, you know what I'm saying. How about you healed? Like, you know what I'm saying. Here's the thing. I don't think anything, and truth be told, you ever. There's some wounds that will never go away. Right. What happens is they become scars. You know what I mean? You just have a scar there. And so it never, you still see it, you're healed from, you know what I'm saying? There's a portion of you that you never get back. Right. But that's part of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's part of the price. That's a man has to pay a price. There has to be some, there has to be that. There has to be some sacrificing. And this is what I really, really hate. Once again, I hate so many things, but this is what I really, really hate about people. They act like they're all Christians and they all love Jesus. Black people all love Jesus. You can't tell black people nothing about Jesus.
Nope.
But yet, okay. And last time I checked, your Jesus sacrificed his life so that you may live. So, so much so that that's how important it was to him. So you mean to tell me, as a man, you don't have to sacrifice? You know what I mean? Like that's part of it. So he can sacrifice, but you can't. So that's why I say none of that stuff matters in terms of like what it only matters what I need to do because she needs to see me perform. So if sacrificing my life so that she may live, that it may not be I may not make it through the storm. It may not be for me. It may be for her. It may be for somebody else. As I told you, I think somebody's going to study this. I think, y'all, 20, 30 years from now, there are going to be kids in college studying this. What was going, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's so much here. There's so much going on with me. And so there's a lot to pick apart or to analyze or to second guess. You see what I'm saying? So it may be for somebody else, another black man to come along and carry the torch. I don't know. All I know is I'm a part of it in some way or shape. And my job is to fulfill my part of the destiny. You know what I mean? At least that's how I see it.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm trying to
Yeah,
multitask
go ahead. Go ahead.
and
I'm, I'm,
be a
I'm gonna
parent.
catch up on this chat. I'm so fancy in here. She got something to say. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Cheap. I don't like what she see. Yes, yeah, fancy. I don't think she's coming on. She probably get. Let me see. TBA. You look like the type of man who's already done it on the internet. You look like the type of man who's already done it on the internet. Done what? TBA. Done what? Therapy on the internet. Give me a little bit more clarification. Done. He don't believe in going to therapy for himself. That's facts. What Fancy said. How can we help others if we can address our barriers positively? Just ask. Good question. I believe I do address my barriers. You know what I'm saying? Properly. I would do. I be a man. I suck it up. That's it. Like you know what I mean? I don't believe that there's any other way. I don't believe there's any other way. There's only one way out for a man. That's through. That's just what I believe. Say it again. You back?
Do you believe in burnout?
I've never
Like
experienced it.
you say you never experience. So you say you never experienced being burnt out. Like
You mean like there's nothing else you can do? You tired?
I'm not gonna say there's nothing else you could do, but I'm saying like where you just feel like like you just exhausted and you tired, you're overwhelmed, like you just you don't want to do it no more. Like you ain't never felt like that before.
Well, I'm gonna cut with the word feel. So let's start there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
Listen, we
really
can't
am.
have a conversation if you don't want to use words that are
Yeah, you have the
like, come
conversation, T-Bone. I
on.
don't like the word. I'm just telling you. That's all. It's not a. You know what I mean?
Hey,
I'm always
look,
gonna
I'm
cut
gonna
with the
tell
word
you what
feel.
I used to tell my baby. It's okay to
What's
feel
that?
your feelings.
Oh God, that's the dumb. Oh God, you want to make me vomit? Yeah, that's good for you. Oh, don't make me vomit, cheapo. Please don't make me vomit. I listen. Here's the thing, right? You know what I'm saying? I think that you know what I mean? Do I do you know do and are there times you know what I'm saying when it's like well, it's like okay, but in the end, like when I like there's a refresher that happens. It's like okay, bro, you got to get it done because in the end, her life hangs in the balance. So I don't have a choice. Like you know, it's ride or die. That's that like you know what I'm saying. That's it. Ain't no nothing else. You know what I mean? It's you know what I mean. I don't have a what the hell is that? A thermometer? All right. Mhm. Mm.
Hey, this is hey look, and then there's 101 positive things to say to yourself. So I have my kid look, and I recommend her profession, all of the getting help, feeling your feelings, all that stuff.
Cheapo, I'm one. Let me make this 100% clear. You know I'm all for that for women. You know I am. If that is important for women to do those things. You know what I'm saying? I get that. I don't get off in the woman affairs in that regard. I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I mean? I want to be in the fire. I want to be where I belong. You know what I'm saying? I want to be you know I want to be either going through or coming out because there's no because there you know what I mean either you in the eye of the storm or you coming out like you know what I'm saying or you on your way in you know what I mean there's always you know you know that's just been my experience. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. I want to be told. That's why our black men are filled with trauma. Don't know how to process. No, TBA, no. Black men are filled with trauma because you know what I'm saying. You don't have enough men like me who willing to go out here and take what they want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I said this previously, you know what I'm saying? And I said it before her, like you know what I mean? I was like, listen, man, anything I want, I'm gonna reach out and take it. Like that's that. You know what I mean? And so, you know, like a lot of guys, they're afraid, you know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, they deal with, you know, they have so many issues because they sit back and their hands are tied from fear of what they have to lose. I never thought like that. I only thought I was always looking at what I had to gain. And so, you know, I've always been the kind of guy who was never afraid. That's why I can get up here, y'all, unapologetically. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can, because in the end, my confidence is built on something that, you know, that's real. It's substantial. It was never built on money. It was never built on what I had. It was always built off me. And so when you had that, you know what I mean? You can get some going, but you know, a lot of guys are just soft, really, because you know what I'm saying they've been raised by women. You know what I mean? They give it into these female attributes, and so now you know what I mean. You know,
I
that's just
think,
what that. Shut.
and
Hold on one sec.
oh,
Hold on one sec, Cheapo. Let me make sure I not. I'm Malik. What's up, brother? Appreciate you for being here. Act like a woman will treat you like a woman. Speak, Malik. Speak. Go ahead, Cheapo. Please.
oh, I was just gonna say, so before you went live, I was over there
Mhm.
at your homeboy live, right?
Okay.
And so it was interesting because, like, I mean, the so he got some stuff off his chest, and it kind of makes you further understand why his perception is the way it is.
Okay.
And so he talked about why he hate or why he said he like I guess he hated his mom and well I don't know if you know his story, but his mom passed away when he was a little kid,
Okay.
and he had to go live with his aunt. And so, long story short, like, he talked about being raised in these single women households where all he heard was the black woman talking the black man,
Mhm.
and being incentivized to do so. And as a young black boy, in his mind, he said he never thought he would grow up to be that black man. He thought he would always stay a boy. This is what he said. And so, when he grew up to be this black man, then he had so much hatred and resentment towards the black woman.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? To the point where he said he told his auntie like she deserved to die. So, and so just hearing that, like I empathize, because it's like how TBA is saying, it's like you have people that go through childhood trauma and it's unresolved, to the point where they grow up with all of this resentment and hatred, and then they impose it and impart it into their children, and so I do think that sometimes it's healthy to go and talk to somebody to address those issues, because that's not healthy to carry that around.
Shout out to Prince. You know what I'm saying? And I can see a lot of truth there, and in his perspective. As I said, and I think I mentioned this previously. If you as a black man, if you really need to get with somebody, get with a black man. You know what I mean? Get with another man. If he is a clinical therapist, or whatever they call these people. You know what I mean? And I'm not really truly against that. You know what I'm saying? If that's how he needs to come through it. For me personally, I've always been alone. So being alone shaped me. You know what I mean? And being and having to go through this stuff and there was nobody there. It's like, dog, you have to figure this out. You're going to have to figure this out. There is no one who's coming to save you. There, do you know what I'm saying? There is no one to talk to. It's you. What you gonna do? And so, you know what I mean? And circumstances are were conspiring against me, you know what I'm saying, for me to break. And yeah, here we are. And so giving up, giving in, just not even a part of
Not
the
an
not a
option.
part of the equation. Are there times, you know what I'm saying, when you like, damn, like the hill seems insurmountable? Yeah. But however, that's probably, you know what I'm saying, those are the best time, because that's why I pick up Cindy, because she's so symbolic, right? She's symbolic of the world and what's on me, and having to continue to push through it,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where the real glory lies for a man. I'm looking for glory. Let me say this, and to everybody under the sound of my voice, I want my story to be the best that was ever told. I want my story to go down with legends. I want my name to never be forgotten. And there's only one way that's gonna happen, is if I make it.
Hey, that's what's up, because you know what? I wanted to do a live or a show on this, and I
Yes.
wanted it to be centered around like, what will your legacy be?
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of tying into what you're saying, like how you persevering and you pushing through, because you want to leave behind a legacy. You want your life to speak for itself.
Yes.
And I think that's important. What I feel like so many people are like so stuck on themselves and so self-centered that they don't even think about what type of legacy they're gonna leave behind. And I always think about this, because like I go to funerals. You go to funerals? Is
Yeah,
he there?
yeah. Yes, I have been. Yes.
Okay, because I know some people that don't like funerals, but anyways,
Yes.
I like to go to funerals for two
Yes.
things. Okay, I like to see the body,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to hear the 2 minute remarks. I like to hear what people have to say about you when you gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard some great things. I've seen people not stand up and say nothing at all.
Right.
And it'll always make me leave out of funerals thinking like, well, Ebony, what will people say about you? You get what I'm saying? Will they be
Yes.
able to say, you were kind, you
Right.
helped, you gave back to the community? Or will
Mm-hmm.
they say you were evil? You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
were selfish. And so I always like let that thought lead me in not only what I believe and who I believe in to
Come here.
lead,
Change your diaper.
but
Come here.
just the thought of who, like what legacy I'm gonna leave behind. So that's
Yes.
really big for me. So I get what you're saying. Ediva said, "What, cheapo?" About
Yeah.
what? I like to see the dead bodies, child. Yeah, I do.
TBA, TBA. I want to say this, and I get, you know what I mean. Listen, I get that, that my way of thinking, you know what I mean, probably is a bit prehistoric, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, it's a little bit, and maybe it's
Malik.
it leaves a lot to be. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay. That's okay. It leaves a little bit. It leaves a lot. Like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all something. With the feminization of our black men, we can't afford to play these games. We simply just cannot. We cannot afford. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, we are the ones who are so far behind. We don't have the ability to just, because everything is conspiring against us. I see it every day. I see young black boys who move like girls every single day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's been okay. It's been promoted by their mothers, by their sisters, by the music, by the culture. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm down here in Atlanta, so I see it every day. Young black boys, you know what I'm saying? 12, 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? 8 years old, 20 years old. You know what I mean? That have absolutely nothing to offer the community, let alone the women. Y'all, I think about this. Who's going to take care of my daughter? Who's going to take care of her? Who's going to take care of your daughter, Taylor? Who's going to take care of her? You know what I'm saying? Where are the men at who are going to make sure these babies are okay to the women that are in the chat who have daughters? You know what I'm saying? At some point in time, there's going to have to be a man that's going to be called to do his duty, and if he don't know it, he brings nothing. He has wasted his masculinity. He's wasted it. And so shout out to Malik. Like, you know what I'm saying? We understand that there's a burden of performance, TBA, there truly is. And being in touch with with some emotions. I always ask myself, how does it benefit me? What, like, in the end, what does how does how does something serve? Like, you know what I mean? Like, in the end, when you put it in the pot, you know what I'm saying, it all boils down. What's left? Right? And the only thing that I know that's left is what's built on a solid foundation. And that foundation, and my foundation is my rock. And
Jeez.
that's one of pain and sacrifice
Oh.
and lessons that are learned in blood. Because those are not easily forsaken. Those are not easily given up. We be playing too much out here, Cheapo. A lot of these black men, they out here playing. Women have to let men be men. You got to let men be men and stop trying to feminize men. Stop trying to feminize black men and telling them that it's okay to be in touch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? To tell me what you feel. Instead, no, hey, listen, I need to see you be a man. Like, I need to see, can you go through some hardship and not complain? Because let me say this, this needs to be said too. It's not just about going through, it's how you go through it. Did you go through it complain? Did you go through it cursing your maker? Or did you go through it, or did you go through it strong and resolute? How did you go through it? That's
Yeah.
important.
It's not what you go through. It's not what you go through. It's how you go through it. That's facts. I learned that quote a few years ago, but that's dope. Uh, TBA wants to know
Mhm.
what are your triggers and trigger responses? You were incarcerated. There's trauma to be dealt with.
Triggered. What triggered, like things that upset me so much. I don't like that word feel, social. I don't like certain words. I don't like when women say you gotta let a man be a man. Like, I'm gonna, when they say I'm gonna allow him to lead me. You don't allow no man to do nothing. Either you on his page or you're not. You ain't allowing me to do nothing. I am who I am. Either you're accepting it or you're not. All that you allowing me, you ain't allowing me to do nothing. So I don't like that. Um, so there's that. Gizmo, give me that. I despise anything that's not masculine. I despise anything that or that's not feminine. You know what I mean. From a woman's perspective, I don't think that these things serve our people well, and I don't. And I don't see the evidence of. I like things that are based in evidence, right? Give me. That's why I like mathematics and science because it makes sense. You know what I mean? I don't. You don't have to agree with me. I don't have to agree with you. These are the numbers. These are the. Okay, I'm behind that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of things are just culturally biased. You know what I'm saying? But when you start getting into the real, when you start, Williams, when you get to the bottom line, Gizmo, come here, pumpkin. When you start getting to like what's really, really left, that's kind of where I fall at. What what makes sense and what doesn't. When stuff doesn't make sense, yeah, and and then as far as like dealing with trauma, see, yeah, every man that's part of being a man. That's literally part of it. I am Malik knows that. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, over explain that to the men in the chat. Going through things is important as a man. You don't want your daughters or your women to experience pain and trauma. You don't want that. That is for men. Pressure is for men. Sacrifice, loss, heartache. Those things should be for men. Those things should be reserved specifically for men because we are supposedly supposed to be strong enough to take it. And I truly believe that.
TVA says mental health is science.
That's the white man science, TBA. I don't subscribe to. You know what I'm saying? Listen, as I say, if you can, if another black man can find another black man to talk to and to sort through some issues that he may be dealing with, I'm not opposed to that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get that help. You know what I'm saying? If that's going to help, shape you to get to move forward. You know what I mean? For me, there's only one thing that can really, really help me, and that's digging deep. You know what I'm saying? And it's seeing things through. And then when you come out on the other side, stop Tinkum, stop pulling this. Yeah, ha ha hell. Give me this. She stop it. She pulling the plank. Stop it, pumpkin. And so, you know what I mean? Like I just what was that? Cheapo. I was messing with her. What was I
I was
saying?
I was reading the comments. I
Oh, okay. Yeah, kind of keep me up with the comments because everybody know I'm gonna get behind.
So
And so
TVA. Oh, go ahead. Well,
go
this
ahead, go
kind
ahead.
of ties into the whole mental health as a science, right? Let me read
Uh-huh.
these real quick, and then you could address it. So they
All right.
said triggers are things that affect us when we don't recognize it. For example, anxiety when seeing officers, etc. Then Fancy said a lot of triggers are psychological, and then
Here's
one more
more.
comment says if you believe in the common code, then you should believe in mental health because it's health.
Okay. I'll take the last one first. I like I said, whatever it takes to shape a man, I don't take psychotropic meds. You know what I'm saying? I don't need them, and I don't need anybody else to tell me what's going on with me. You know what I mean? But when you never lived, when you never been.
My only thing is why
Wait, I
do
had to go get her. My bad. What?
my only thing is why did you jump all the way to a psychotropic med? They have different interventions that don't even that are not necessarily medication based. I mean that could be your last resort. Granted, as medical professionals,
Mhm.
they are, they have to tell you the options, right? And
Uh-huh.
medication is an option, but they have other strategies and
Mhm.
other interventions that you can try for whatever might be going on with you. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
you don't
glad you
have to
brought
jump.
that. Gizmo, come here. Yeah, my bad, Chipo. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to finish that last part because I had to go chase her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I initially, uh, yeah, I was talking about the psychotropic meds, and yeah, I'm definitely out on that. And the last part, what I was saying is, however, if a man needs, I persist, I specifically don't need that because I don't see how it serves me. Like what I'm saying, I don't see how me coming in to talk with someone. I've had to sort through this stuff alone. Like I have to compartmentalize this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't help me make sense of a war that you were never in. How you gonna tell me about a storm you never was in? You don't know nothing about this. You may know about pieces of it. You can speak to certain portions, but as a whole, you don't know nothing. Listen, I'm one of one. And that's why I say, you know what I mean? Like this story, like it's going to transcend like I said, they'll be studying this. You know what I'm saying? They're, some college somewhere, you know what I'm saying, in some university, you know what I mean? They'll be trying to figure out, probably interviewing her when I'm there. What was your father thinking? What did you think about this? You were too young to understand. You know what I'm saying? Something, you know what I mean? I really truly believe that because there's a lot. There's a whole lot here. But in the end, you see a man pushing through. You don't see a man making excuses and looking for a way out. That's what you see. And you can't run from that. Cheapo love it. It's a session with my children. Check them. Especially my boy. Shout out to Fancy TV. Absolutely. Even sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. So who all in the chat has went to some sort of therapy? Because I agree with TVA. They definitely don't give you the answers. She said they help you safely find solutions. So yeah, yeah, you pretty much have the floor in your therapy session to,
Mhm.
and they kind of just like have like they're trained to kind of like guide you into like how she said finding those solutions, and you figure it out on your own. They don't tell you nothing like, oh well, Mr. Davis, I think you need to go XYZ. No, they ask you like, well, they I don't
Let me. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me highlight something that TBA said. I don't want my man to ever think he has to carry the load because he's a man. He's still human in caps. I would never. And he's still a grown ass man. That don't take away from it. I'm glad you said that, TB. And I want everybody under the sound of my voice to understand this. This is where we get in trouble when we try to interject ourselves into an equation. Because eh, there's no such thing as all or every, right? That's literally not a thing. We don't deal with two things over here: all or every, or right and wrong. Because you know what I'm saying, that's right or wrong is subjective to who's doing it and who they're doing it to and when they did it and why they did it. So I don't deal with none of that. I only deal with what is. TBA, I believe you. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I believe you. I believe the same thing with Cheapo. I believe the same thing hold true with Fancy, Ediva, and some other quality black women in here. That you ladies are not the majority. It's not about y'all specifically. This is what the world is going to do to a black man. It's going to crush him. Malik, am I lying? And so what I'm saying is, it's not about you ladies specifically and how y'all would treat it, because y'all are special, rare black women. You're not going. You have a difference of opinion simply by you being over here. This lets me know that you're rare black women. But once again, the numbers support my argument, not y'all's. Yes, y'all are special and rare in the fact that you actually have empathy for your man. You actually don't want to crush him. You actually don't want to have a black man under your foot. But a lot of people do. The majority of this world does. And so for those people, these principles make sense. That's what I'm trying to say.
hmm. I want to. So yeah, she had grief. She had grief there past,
Mhm.
and respectfully it didn't help. Now I'm not gonna hold you. I did grief. I did grief counseling, and it didn't work for me either, Ediva. I don't know what type of setting you were in, but they had sent me to like a group counseling setting. And so like when I first went, everybody went around the circle, and pretty much it was like reliving your trauma. Like it was crazy. It was like you had to tell why you was, like what happened to the person and da 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 da. And so, everybody had their tissue, they cried it out, everybody's trauma bonding or whatever. And then I'm like, okay. They're like, all right, we'll see you guys next week. So then I go back next week and they do it again. And so to me, I felt like it wasn't productive because I'm more solution based. I'm like, okay, we know what the problem is. Now, help, like, give me some strategies to cope with the grief. Like, like, what do I, what are some things, or some techniques or tools that I could use when grief comes on, or when I feel it coming and I feel myself being depressed.
Well said, Chibo. You back? Okay, you was breaking up a little bit. You good?
Oh dang, I was breaking
Yeah,
up.
just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Toward the end. But I believe people got
Yeah.
the just shout out to Iron Malik. Oh, talking about the women who claim that men are supposed to pay such and such because of them just being born as a male, right? There's very little of women who have that mature mindset. So Malik understands in terms of I think TBA, because black women like you exist, y'all think that they're plentiful. You know what I mean? I told y'all have heard me say this. I'm gonna say it again. 70% of our people cannot be saved anyway. Like, I believe they have to be amputated. That's just facts. People don't like when I say that. I don't care. I don't believe that 70% of our people can be saved. I believe that they're too far gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe they are people anyway. My people are right here. You know what I'm saying? The people that are like-minded. I'm not trying to build with everyone, because everyone doesn't, everyone, at least even for the women that may disagree with me. Let me tell y'all what y'all not doing. Broke ass, bum ass nigga, weak ass nigga, mama, daddy killed his mama ass nigga, shelter loving ass fuck nigga. You still remain in your femininity. You still have the respect for the platform. You still have the respect for black men. As a black man, you see me and you see what I do every day. Living with roaches ass nigga. You know what I'm talking about. There's still, I don't get that energy. It isn't okay. Well, I cannot deal with what he's saying, so now I'm going to attack him as if none of that would hurt me, because I put it out there. So that's what I'm saying. That's all off the table, right? Those are we ain't got to go back through all that. My whole point
Nah,
is, you
that's
ladies
fact.
are rare. That's what I'm trying to say. And so a lot of times y'all have to understand that if the world was not this way, cheapo, respect, then I would have a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I would. But however, it's not. And so you're left with what you're left with. I didn't make these rules. You know what I'm saying? You were saying something, cheapo?
No, I just was gonna agree. Like, I don't always agree with you, but
Yes.
but no, I disagree respectfully for sure.
Yes.
Because I believe it's okay to agree to disagree. So, and yeah, you're right. Like, I ain't about to be on here saying all that craziness. Like, that's hectic. That's hectic.
And,
But
go ahead,
that, because I done
cheapo.
seen you come in here and say some crazy stuff. I don't know if you seen the comment earlier. Somebody came in and said she seen you from Kendra G, and she was like, "I hope you found a place to stay and got settled in." But I don't think you seen the comment.
No, I
That was
didn't.
the other lie. Yeah.
No, I didn't. Um, I don't know that she was. Listen, here's the thing: when you put yourself out here for public consumption, let me say this very clearly. When you put yourself out here, people have a right to have their opinion. They have a right to judge. They have a right to make their critiques. Or what? Uh, that's part of it. I knew that shit back. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. The question is what I'm saying wrong? Can it be proved wrong from a like? Is what I'm saying wrong? Right? Is my position incorrect? And if so, prove it. I'm still waiting for that. Now, you may not like what I said. You may not like how I said it. Show me the error in my thinking, whereas you can point to the world and say, well, no, that isn't the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once again, not individually. We have women over. Chipo, you may have had your own concerns about me from when you first saw me on Kendra G to now. I bet you think about me differently from the first time you saw me versus now. but you a woman enough to have an open mind to at least hear me, to at least, all right, you know what I mean? And I don't truly understand. But in the end, when you're trying to when you're trying to establish something as men, and you're so far behind, how can we ever get the respect of our women if we don't, if they don't, if you all don't see us as takers, if you all don't see us as conquerors? What have we given you to respect? We have to give Black women something to respect. You cannot sit up here and claim that you want respect as a man, but then when they walk out of their own houses, everybody who's doing business, every time they need something, they're going to somebody else that doesn't look like you. That's got to be dealt with. And I'm going to deal with that.
So how
I'm
do you?
going to put these guys on the front line. Setting up my apologies. Go ahead.
So what are your plans in terms of dealing with that and changing the trajectory?
Great question. I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue to draw. I'm going to continue to make the line here. This is the line. Did you meet it or don't you? And as I already told you, 70% of our people cannot make it anyway. So therefore, I'm only looking to try to help the people that can, the people that are under the sound of my voice, and those who truly benefit from from what we do. Cheapo Black women such as yourself and yours. I'm trying. Like there's a larger goal. You know what I'm saying? There's a larger because obviously you cannot help everyone. And last time I checked, the Bible said everybody wasn't gonna make it no way. Do you know what I mean? And I think so did the Quran. So it wasn't for everybody to make it anyway. It's all done, pumpkin. You already ate. Stand stuck in the bones, people say. So my apologies, Cheapo. If you got something to say, go ahead. I'm an advocate. Tell people.
No, you good.
I just wanted to make sure I try to catch up on some of these comments. I literally just told someone the other day. It's crazy. You just said what part?
So
I'm Malik. I'm all over. Hey,
so
Destiny.
so
Destiny in
I
here.
so when he responds, so quick question, like I noticed I keep hearing you say going through a storm. So
Mm-hmm.
like, what are some things that you're proactively doing to like kind of you know get out of it per se?
Get your tail back over here. Here, you want your ball? Here, pumpkin. Well, well, what the only thing that a man can do is what he can do. As of right now, we all know my hands are tied. Right? You know what I'm saying? And so, we have to the first thing is just staying consistent and staying and having the right mindset. You know what I mean? I think mindset for me, mindset is everything. How do you view it? You know what I mean? Do you view it as a problem or do you view it as an opportunity? Right? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be great? And if so, you gotta accept what come with it. Every great man has struggles. Every great man suffered. You know what I mean? This is why we know their names now. You know what I mean? Every great there is no being great without a lot of times I think where people get it where people get confused is they think that they can circumvent the test. No. In order to have the testimony, you got to go through the test, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, that's just a part of so to answer your question directly,
Mm-hmm.
that's it's just about going through this test every single day and then waiting and then being ready, right? Because a lot of times opportunity come your way or my way, but if we're not ready, what difference did it make anyway? Right? So I just stay consistent, you know what I'm saying, with the things that I can control. What can I control? What am I doing? My behavior, my mindset, taking care of her, doing the small things, like still keeping my eye out for opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And continuing to tell it because no matter what, y'all, somebody's getting some help from this. A young lady contacted me via email, won't say who, and said that I've been responsible for helping her get through some very difficult times. Her hearing me has been life changing for her. This is a black woman telling me this. This wasn't a black man. This is a black woman that literally took the time out to mention this, to
Mm-hmm.
take time out to say what this little small YouTube channel has done in her life. And it was as sincere as it got. Won't go into all her business.
Yeah.
But it made Chibo, do you know how like that's something, right? That's something. And I'm sure you've done that on your channel. Whereas another black woman can look at your circumstances and say, well, damn, Cheapo went through this and he's such and such. Okay, there's an opportunity here for me to make it as well. Right? Ain't
Yeah.
nothing like that.
So, you're absolutely right. We don't realize. I mean, cause when I go on my channel, I'm just doing some everyday life content. You feel what I'm saying? I might talk about church here and there, what have you, but you never really know the effect you have on people, until they come in your like DMs or something and tell you. And so I've had plenty of people, tell me, like how like they see like, oh, I'm working two jobs, going to school, and I've inspired them to go back to school, things that they didn't think that could be done. You feel what I'm saying? And so hearing those things, it does make you feel good and feel like, okay, I am being, I'm doing something. I'm productive. Like I'm helping other people in what they see to kind of see, because that's what my channel is about. Me being a single mom and me persevering through, the obstacles that come my way, whether it's financial, whatever, and just being able to work hard, show that hey, everybody ain't on the government, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't receiving EBT, but it's really some hard working women out here that,
Mhm.
that's really doing their thing or what have you. And so yeah, it does feel good when you get that
Mhm.
back for sure.
Shout out to you, Chiba. This is why when you be blessed, like when you know what I mean. Because I'm gonna tell you something. No matter what, listen. At some point in time, this thing gonna break because I'm just too real for it not to. They can try to hold me back as much as you want, but sooner or later, I'm gonna get on the right platform. This thing gonna break. And when I do, I'm taking everybody. I'm taking all of the people that 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 deserved and have earned. I'm taking them with me because because when a black woman tell and I said this previously, I'm only going. A man can rise no higher than his woman. And when a black woman when black women lift me up, you uncancelable. You know what I'm saying? When your community is built off the right base, you uncancelable. Now I want to get to hold on. Okay, I'm Malik, 70%. Yeah, yeah, you definitely, yeah, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying, I'm Malik. Yeah, you did. They definitely cannot be safe. So you got to cut these people out. And what you got is what you have left. Right? So I mean, we've all done something with less when you black in this world. You know what I'm saying? We've all had moldy bread, you know what I mean, that may not have been the best. Well, you cut out the parts, you cut off the parts you can't use. You know what I'm saying? And then you use what's left or overripe melon or whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I can't eat this. All right, this part's still good. Same thing with an onion. We've all done it, right? And so I truly believe that. And here's the thing too. You got to keep in mind. This is what makes her testimony to me even more sincere. Yo, everybody under the sound of my voice know my channel is built for what? The masculinity, self-esteem, and upliftment of black men. That's that's the absolute 100% focus. And me tell and so a black woman jumps in. So it wasn't a black man who said this. My that being the focus, that's it has affected her in such a positive way. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. And I know how you mentioned how you able to help other black women and to see that you know what this is doing. She not on OnlyFans. She don't have to, you know what I'm saying, get up there, you know what I mean, and take her clothes off, you know what I mean, and sexualize herself in order to try to get an opportunity. She can do it, you know what I mean, in a way and still keep her dignity. Ah,
So,
shut up.
so I kind of wanted to go back to the to the hey, no, but no, that's facts. Not getting on OnlyFans and keeping my dignity. But what if I wanted to go on like a go eat eat food with like a sports bra on, would that be like?
Are you? Hey, like I get up here with my drawers. You thirst trapping now?
No, really, they have look. No,
Stop, man.
they have
Give me that.
so
Give me the
you
spank.
know people get income based off of Princess Play Well by herself. Yes, you know how they have apps where people be selling feet pictures and stuff, right?
Cheapo.
Well, how do you feel about that?
Well, here's the thing, Cheapo.
And just feet.
It's a sucker born every minute, right? So you know what I mean? And listen, you know this, you know what I'm
it,
saying? Listen.
no, but the question is it degrading?
Here's the I get, as they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Like, how do you view it in terms of like here's the thing: there's some women who don't think that that what they do when they reach the lowest of lows is not degrading, but yet they still lie about it and try to act like they don't ghetto gaggers and all of that stuff. But then you want to blame the patriarchy, and you know what I'm saying? And man, if it wasn't for men, I would never. No, you decided to do it because you wanted fast cash. You were too lazy to you thought you were too pretty in order to work at Burger King. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? You thought your stuff didn't stink. And you know what I mean? And now you have all of these regrets. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And so, I guess it just really would truth be told, it guess it truly be told, hey, your attitude is you you don't spit.
Okay.
So I guess like it really would truly depend on how you view it. Come here, Tink.
All
Come
right.
here, Tinky. So you know what I mean? I know, Tink. I know you, Tink. You
So,
stay.
so, so I know earlier you were talking about like prepared, like
Say it again.
I said earlier you mentioned being prepared, like that was being being prepared for an opportunity to present itself, correct?
Yes.
All right, so like like again, I'm like real solution based. So
Mm-hmm.
so we know what happened with Gizmo. So how do you so what are your how can I say this? What are your plans in terms of like getting her back into some sort of daycare? Like, are you gonna start back or are you just trust right now for that process?
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? In order to, well, they're not taking her without no money. So that's number one. So there's no, and I do know a couple places, but that's not really realistic as far as getting her the best thing that's gonna happen,
Uh-huh.
or the it's gonna have to be at some point in time, and who knows, maybe she was even in that church, right? Where we was at.
Right.
But I don't want people to get too comfortable with me too fast. That's important
Right.
as well, right?
Oh,
So and I want people to I want to be unapproachable, y'all. I don't, because I'm not and that's the way a man should be, like, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So now once people see me as a serious black man, now with that as the backdrop, we can kind of build something from there. It's like, okay, I got this man's daughter. So now when I tell you, when I look you in the eye and tell you, look here, man, I'm giving you my only reason to live. So I want you to understand something. If something happens to her, then I don't have a reason to live.
wait. Well, I feel like I'm on a job interview right now to babysit Gizmo. hey, hey, y'all. Why I feel like he telling me straight out, like, hey, look, this my baby is why I live. So listen, I'm giving you her. And look, if anything happens to you, then hey, look, I'm just letting you know what the consequences and repercussions are. That's what I'm taking from that.
Hey, how Michael Jordan? Hey, I'm Malik. Jordan, the Jordan shrug when he hit the 6 threes.
Oh man.
Hey,
Whew.
I'm serious, y'all. Because
Right.
God gave me, He gave me a He said, listen, you do this. He gave me instructions. He said, listen, whatever you was doing, that's over. You're doing this. So my job is to do it to the best of my abilities. And anybody who's standing in the way of that is trying to circumvent that, or trying to stop that, or trying to knock that. or trying to, you know what I mean? Listen, you in my way. God told me to do something. And so if you now, you know, if something happened to her,
Right. So in Atlanta, you all don't have like any like childcare resources. So like out here in LA,
yeah,
I remember when my son was younger, they had this program which I think it's still around. It's called Crystal Stairs. Like, you go apply and
mhm,
they'll help you like with childcare. Yeah,
yes.
like paying for it. Y'all don't
Uh-huh.
have that out there?
Yeah, glad you mentioned that. It's called caps here. Now, I actually have caps. Well, I had it. I don't know if I have it anymore because I
Uh,
never needed it when I was in the shelter, right?
uh,
But here's the thing about caps. Appreciate y'all for hitting the like. Here's the thing about caps. Now, watch this. You're gonna really find this. This is funny. You have to have a job in order to have caps. Well, how can you go out to look for a job if you don't have anybody to watch your child? So there's that. So it's like first you have to have the job first. Then
uh-huh.
you have to apply for caps. You see what I'm saying? So, but I would have to first have to find some place where she can go, where she can be safe, or you know what I mean, or like different. Like I'm you know what I mean, like and then you can apply, and then what they'll do is they'll say, well, okay,
No.
based on your income, because they're income based. So
Mhm.
they'll say, okay, well, you have to pay this portion a month or this portion a week of appreciate the hearts. You know what I'm saying? This portion, you know what I'm saying, towards your child's daycare or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the circumstance,
Right. Uh-huh.
whatever it entails. But you got to have a job first. Well, you have to get a job first. But then, you know what I'm saying? So there's not even any looking for me right now until I can once again find her a place where she can be comfortable at. I was thinking about doing something online. Y'all, I've thought about the what they call it, the customer service. You know what I mean? But I did a little bit of research on that. But you have to have certain equipment already, unless somebody said there's certain equipment that they'll send the equipment and then you just pay for it out of pocket. So I don't know nothing about that. If somebody knows something about that, they can put it in the chat.
Oh yeah, can y'all imagine him being a customer service rep with Gizmo screaming in the back, child? That
Yeah,
would be
that's a problem too. Yeah,
zombie.
it's got to be a quiet place too. Yeah, that's another thing too. Why? What if they are single moms and struggling and can't work outside the home? They don't. I'm not sure how that. I don't know how everybody's circumstance work, but I do know this. That's how CAPS works in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a job first. Gizmo, be careful, baby.
But I wonder if you went and talked to them, like if you went and had a conversation and let them know your circumstances, because
Mhm.
your circumstances are quite different. You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't have nobody to leave your baby with, so it's kind of like, I mean, and that's I hate to bring old boy up, but
Mhm.
we've watched him on stream go to job interviews and leave
Mhm.
his and have his kids standing outside the establishment while he did the damn job interview. Now, granted, we don't want you doing that to kids,
Right. Yeah.
but
Come here, Gizmo.
it has to be. I don't know, like maybe they could make some, you know.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. It's funny you mentioned that. Like, I, and this goes with nobody cares. Let me just keep it real with you. No, I'm gonna keep it all the way as the young folks said, Buck. And the I have literally been applying for all of the benefit. Y'all, I done applied over and over again for everything that and I still have not. And then y'all know what this government shutdown thing. That's so I should have been straight months ago. You know what I mean? Like even to get the little stuff that I could just to keep us floating. I mean, hell, we all seen me work in multiple jobs. Fancy know that. People who seen me, so y'all see me pick up trash at Popeyes. Y'all see me go from that to making pieces, and then from that, you know what I'm saying? Is you know what I mean? To cleaning chicken. So I've done all that nasty work. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely ain't above it. You know what I mean? So it definitely ain't that. It definitely ain't a nigga work ethic. Now that's what somebody would run to that because once again, you a fuck nigga. And you just a hating ass, you just hate black men, so I hate your ass too. You know what I mean? That's what that is. But anybody who has seen anybody who know anything about me has
Mhm.
seen me do these odd jobs. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They've seen me do them. And you know what I mean? And do them with a good attitude. Like I ain't you know what I'm saying? It's all good, right?
Mhm.
But when there's no opportunity, but then, like you say, that's when you have Gizmo, get out of there. When you have, when you now let me get her. She doing. Oh, I didn't know what she was doing. She be
Did so you
quiet.
so you did go and apply for WIC art?
Man, oh man, you.
I know you. I mean, listen, I told you I'm about being proactive, my guy.
She,
So it's
oh,
like you told me
yes,
you didn't like paper.
yes, Cheapo, yes. They're supposed to call me on the 23rd, and they never did.
So you
I,
gotta call them.
Cheapo, yo, Jesus, not bless your heart, Cheapo. You can't get these people on the phone. Like they're supposed
But
to call me on the 23rd. They're supposed to call me on the 23rd at 11. You wait by the phone. They're supposed to call me for the food stamps on three different occasions, and they never call. Then they say they're gonna call, but they never actually call. And then so then you have to go down there. Then they say they're gonna send an email. Say it again.
oh no, that was my kid. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
here.
And then like they say they're gonna send an email. You know what I mean? They're going to, you know what I mean? Somebody gonna call you. Somebody's gonna call you. And it never happened. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? And this was months and months ago. Like I've been applying for this stuff. Like I said, them folk don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't care about my situation being, you know what I'm saying, unique. They want to see a nigga break. They want to see me fold. They want to see me drop my daughter off at the fire station and walk away. Good luck with that.
So I'm in agreement with Edinburgh because she said WIC is given on the same day, and in my experience with
Mhm.
WIC, like I every time I've gone, and I know you probably gonna say because people say it's designated for black people, black women or for women, but if you go, they usually give you your benefit, like your little stuff for milk and eggs and juice and cereal. They give that to you the day of. So like I'm trying to understand why that's not happening.
Tipo, about was it 3 weeks ago, when I went to our house just before, you know what I'm saying, Giz got hurt. I had a meeting with the lady named Miss Swee or whatever. They called down there. She sets the appointment. On the 23rd, they say they're going to call me. They never did. They didn't say, come in, get this, here's this, we're going to send you this. It was nothing. It was make an appointment. We're going to get back into you. We're going to get back at you. A lot of these, y'all know this probably a little bit better than I, because I was in the joint when COVID hit. A lot of places, y'all, have never gone back to doing regular business where you can just walk in and talk to somebody. Like, if you go to a lot of places, a lot of like social places, estate places, they'll have a number there and they're out the office, and you leave a voicemail, and then people will return your call at their leisure. That's a lot of times how business is being transacted. So, into like, I'll tell you something. If I had the answer, see, well, I don't know. The only thing I do know is that I'm too stupid to quit.
Okay.
That's, you know what I'm saying. That's it. Because and that's why I always go back and I just sum it up to say, you got to be a man. You got to push through. You know what I'm saying? Because everything you want is on the other side of that. Because there's nothing else. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's either quit or persevere. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing else. We, like I said, right now we ate. I thank the creator for every meal. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean. And we're still floating. I believe it like this. He's only going to let me fall so far, because I'm like, listen, dog. You want this to be. You got to at least make this doable. I know it's got to be hard, but you got to at least make it doable. Come here. Give me that. Give it out your mouth. What is that?
TBA, have
Open.
you Of a nonprofit called Volunteers of America.
Mhm. See, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. There isn't uh, because y'all don't resent black men. Y'all don't understand this. And JP's right about this. Like there are a lot of black women who just resent black men. They just hate black men. So they're never going to do anything that is going to lift up or you know what I'm saying. Listen, put it like this: if I were to ever make a video that I lost Gizmo, it'd be the biggest hit ever. Let me make a video showing them taking her from me, my care, something like that. That's why my channel's so small, y'all. Like you know what I'm saying? Because they know, man, this nigga really isn't. But you don't want to acknowledge that part. You're not gonna acknowledge. You won't. Y'all don't have these same adversarial combative relationships with black men with men. Y'all don't. So that's why I say, you know what I'm saying? This is why y'all are different. This is why, you know what I mean? This is like we gotta start to catch our young black men before they go on places, y'all. We gotta start to get because that's the key. We gotta start getting these because a lot of times guys catching 20, 30-year bits fresh off the from the porch to prison. They didn't even know what the hell happened. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, they sitting in prison, you know what I'm saying, with a 20, 25-year bit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start to catch our young boys, you know what I'm saying, much sooner. Because here's the thing. Y'all know me in terms of anybody who glorify this, that's why I don't like none of these guys who glorify it, y'all. I don't like guys who glorify street shit. I don't. Because you nigga, it like you you telling black people bad advice, and then when they make these poor decisions, you want to act like that it's being street. No, bro, it's being stupid. Better get your ass a skilled trade and stop playing around because you don't want what come with it. You don't want what come with it, and you're not, and you may not be strong enough to make it through. And the odds are you probably not. Shout out to the fancy. Thank you, fancy. I'm using my talents, backgrounds, and degrees. Hey, fancy pants, you back in there? Read the poem. Don't quit. What poem? Hey, look, you want to know? You want to know? You want to know one of my TBA? You want to know? And TBA, let me see. Let me shout out you, right? Because here's the thing, and I know you know what I'm saying. We tend to see the mental health discussion from different points of view. You're still a black woman who appreciates a black man. That's all. Like you know what I'm saying, and so the man in me can appreciate. These are the women that I believe in dying for. These are the women that I believe in supporting. You know what I'm saying, and crashing out for. I told Chico this. These are because when your women are in support of you, they don't necessarily have to always be in agreement with you. But what they do recognize is you are a man and you have a destiny, and I have to support that destiny. I got to help you see it through, even if I don't agree. That's what being a man is. Being a man is going your own way, y'all. It's not about being in agree. Real men don't look for people to agree with their positions. They understand that the world doesn't see the world. I'm a very rare man. Appreciate the hearts. So me trying to get people to agree with my position is a lost one, right? I have to walk my path, right? And so for a black woman to say, you know what, I may not necessarily agree, I may not even understand, but I like the fact that he gonna walk it nonetheless, and I got his back. That's all a man can ask for. Anything can be done. Anything is possible under those circumstances. Anything is possible. But TBA, my favorite poem is Rudyard Kipling's "If." I will read "Don't Quit," but Rudyard Kipling's "If" is Yeah, that always went through me. I learned about that when I was in prison.
A lady been chasing me down at church for the last couple of months. She she wrote she wrote poems and put it and she published it in a book. So I told her I was gonna buy one. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't been to church in a little while, and
Nah,
she blowing my phone up like, "Hey, I got your book. Hey, hey, hey." I'm like, "I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it."
right.
Hit me up at church today. I was like, "Excel, man," because my God, she was.
Yeah, she's trying to make that sales. Shit.
Yeah, I
I know
get
how
it.
that be. I know how that be when the sales is slow and you know what I'm saying. You calling people, hey, listen, I got a 2 for 1 today. I thought about you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you know what?
saying?
I ain't never been that type of salesman though. Like I'm more
Hmm.
so like let people come to me. Like
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cheapo, well, listen, shoot, times is hard. Shoot, you like, because I know you say you do the ornaments and stuff. Let people know you do that, Cheapo, by the way. Do you ship stuff too? Do you ship stuff?
yeah, yeah. I ship.
Yeah,
I
yeah. Shot your, go and talk about that for a minute while I
Yeah,
got you.
I ship things to Hawaii and everything. But yeah, I mean, I do pretty much a lot of things. I make shirts. Christmas is coming up. I make custom, personalized. So like, you know how like some people like to match their Christmas tree. They can
That
tell me
match,
what. Yeah,
that match the
like
tree?
yeah, they like to have like matching decorations. So like
I didn't
orange,
know that. Okay, I
red,
didn't know that.
silver. Yeah. So like people can tell me what color they want and then like what they want the ornaments to say. Like
Mm.
they be people get them for their dogs. I've done some for people's sororities. That was different. And that was a hit. I did one sorority and I posted it on Instagram and then like, two other sororities was like, "Hey, I need that." I was like, "Okay, period."
Okay.
Um but yeah, I actually started Taylor a lemonade business. I started her
Mhm.
LLC,
Yep.
but uh, my summer class was my behind. So I didn't did it. However,
Mhm.
I, I'm about to. I think next month somebody I know is having kind of pop up shop, and they're not requiring a vendor fee. So I think I'll let Taylor go sell her lemonade, child, to
Okay.
a little bit. Yeah.
Shout out to Chief. Hey, y'all make sure if y'all make sure if y'all celebrate the European slave holiday. Make sure y'all holler at Chief and get y'all some of the ornaments.
We gonna get Gizmo a Christmas tree.
What what you say? I didn't hear you.
We gonna get Gizmo a I'm a personally cash app it so you could so watch go, I wanna watch you go buy it.
You better stop laughing. You stay out of it. Okay, pumpkin, calm down. Calm down.
Let's go, Gizmo. Let's
Chico,
all right, all right, all right.
the day you see me buy a Christmas tree, the day you know hell has officially froze over.
So no, cause I see you say like, oh, if my supporters send something for something, I'm gonna make sure I get it. So you mean to
I
tell
did say that.
yeah, you did. So you mean to tell me if I cash app you $35, would you go get your haircut?
No.
Oh well, never mind. I ain't doing
No.
it.
No. 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 I don't want
I tried. I
to.
definitely tried, y'all.
Gizzy legs. Gizzy
Well,
legs.
well,
Gizzy legs. Gizzy legs. Gizzy legs. Gizzy
Erica
legs.
said I'm in cheapo. Let's split it. Facts. We gonna do the Christmas tree because we want to see you go and pick it out. That's gonna be dope. And then
Why? So y'all can get some laughs?
no, we want to see Gizmo face light up. Oh man, okay. Let me stop talking about the Christmas trees, child.
Ninja baby.
They
She's
want
a
you to
ninja.
pin. Hey, they want you to pin the cash app.
Well, I don't know. How do you do that?
So go
No, no,
scroll.
no. I'm not. No, y'all, no, 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 no. I know what y'all trying. No, no, no.
No,
No, no, no.
no. else. I don't even know who Still Standing Strong is, but shout out to them. They want you to pin the cash app. So basically, you just hosted it, hold it. Oh, Still Standing Strong said it. Who is that?
Who's what? Who's who?
Who's Still Standing Strong?
Is it,
Cause you,
yeah, she knew. She been coming over here. Hold on, I want to address something else too. Fancy said something about my drawers. You better stop playing with my drawers, Fancy.
yeah, we don't like them. No, we don't like them draws,
Man,
child.
that's all I got.
That
That-
you
I
want
used to
to?
wear
Hey, look.
I used to wear the polo ones, y'all. Y'all know the type. Like I used to wear the polo ones, but I think I got like one or two pairs of them, and then they ain't tight no more. I can't afford no $40 drawers.
Man, look, one time I went to the I needed a massage, right? So they be having massage parlors out here. So I went and it be so many men going to the massage parlor. You think they be giving happy in Wait, what you say? Who was
Oh,
that?
what's up?
Giz.
It's who?
Gizmo.
What
Hey,
you
what did I
say?
tell you? Hey
What Taylor
Taylor,
say?
what do Gizmo be doing all the time?
Taking care of that baby he's literally holding.
No, but what does the baby be doing all the time?
Crying. And I get very annoyed.
I told you. You thought I was lying. I told you.
She get it. No, we apologize, Miss Taylor.
Nah, you ain't gotta apologize.
We apologize. She
Uh,
is a bad baby. She's a
She
very
ain't
bad,
bad,
bad
baby.
baby.
Beautiful.
She's not bad. No.
You gonna
See,
watch her? Ask Taylor if she gonna watch her.
you
She
want to
gonna
watch it?
babysit.
You want to babysit?
No.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
For sister. But once you go to
That's crazy work.
hey, she talking about
once you
she
guys
asked for
stop.
she be asking for a sister child.
Not that kind of sister.
Well, she ain't gonna watch him, so what? You know what I mean?
She don't want a baby sister. She want a older like probably somebody her age.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. That ship done set sail, child. Ain't no more babies coming from hither here.
No, that's not. She. So no, but hey, still standing. I don't know how to pin a cash app. Um, somebody. But listen, hey, wait a minute. This ain't for no. Wait a minute, cause I ain't getting no. I hope this ain't for no Christmas. Y'all trying to set me up.
Nah, that's gonna be later. We gonna send the Christmas tree funds in around December.
I don't. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Oh wait, okay.
Yeah, Adam, see how she played Gizmo. Thank for playing Gizmo. She about nope. I'm not watching Gizmo. See. Yeah. But yeah. Still standing. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. And like I said, we do this for. I always do this, y'all, just to just to tell my story because it's important. I'm trying to get monetized. You know what I mean? I don't even know. I don't even know what the hell that even truly means. I just know. I just know I want to. Like continue to, you know what I'm saying, to grow this channel. You know what I mean? I don't mind it growing slowly for real. That just means I'm on the right path. That just means I'm on the right path. Cause I'll be damned if I start selling out and start saying anything just so people two, three. Hey, y'all think Gizmo gonna like gymnastics? What? I'm not about to keep doing that, pumpkin. What? Okay, okay. Hey, y'all, listen. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not gonna be one of these parents that's gonna be on them. Pumpkin, I'm not about to keep doing that. I got other things to do in my life. Hey, y'all, I'm not gonna be one of them parents. Hey, I'm talking, pumpkin. I'm not gonna be one of them parents. Hey, y'all, I'm not gonna be one of them parents that's getting on them scary rides. I don't do no scary rides.
What?
Oh, you do that, Chibo?
Well, with discretion, because you know my baby got epilepsy, so I have to, I have to. She can get her head, but I mean, we get on rides.
Okay. Well, hey, do me a favor, Chibo. Show me how to put the cash app in the thing. Can you do it and show me how?
Well, I can't type right now, so somebody type it, and then I'll tell him what to do.
No, let's put it in SV. Wait a minute.
Okay,
Dollar
not
sign.
do my
Awesome.
bad. I'll instruct him on how to pin the cash app.
Yeah,
How
I'm
to?
not do that. Let's. We ain't about to do all that. Dollar sign SMD AWESUM. Dollar sign SMD Sam Michael Donald AWESUM. And you will see me with a you will see a man with a polka dot tie. Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry. Hey, hey, you remember that is? You remember who that was, people? Mike Lowry?
Yep. Was
You
that
Well, I
bad?
said
wasn't from.
Right?
Huh?
Bad boys.
Yep.
All right. So once they pin, I mean once they comment it, you just hold their comment, like you press it and hold it, and then it'll give you options, and it'll say pin to the top or something, and you click that. So even if you scroll in your chat, cause somebody had put it in there.
I'm gonna lose the live if I start. Y'all, y'all can
Oh
test.
my god.
Y'all gonna be mad as hell. Y'all gonna be mad as hell. I start testing.
Oh my god.
But hey, Chief, let me
So,
ask you a question.
back to church. So,
What?
what did you like about the church service? Because we just kind of just derailed the whole conversation.
Mhm. That's a great question. I'll tell you what I did like. Awesome don't like much, but I did like this. Number one, they weren't pushy. And it's you know what I mean, they weren't too pushy. You know, I don't like pushing. When people, you know what I mean, just keep bothering me and keep trying to, they asked me to fill out a card when I first got there. When I said no, I'm not, you know what I mean, I declined to fill out anything. The lady let it go. You know what I mean? They weren't overly, they weren't overly, what's the word when I'm saying, overly intrusive.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So I did appreciate that.
Mhm.
I I thought the pastor, you know what I'm saying, I thought it was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was entertaining. And let's see. What oh yeah, I like the fact that they didn't keep passing the collection plate. I always hate that.
Mhm.
Just pass it they did it for Sunday school, and then they passed it at the end of the service, which is respectable. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's a respectable situation. And so I appreciate that. Seems like it's a small, definitely not one of the mega churches, which I really hate those.
Was it a lot of kids there?
No, I didn't see. I saw a few. I saw one little girl older than her. That's
Mhm.
all I saw.
Oh, okay, okay.
It seemed, it seemed to be a very
Like older.
close knit community. Yes,
Mhm.
but it seemed like the people that's been going there. They've been going there for quite some time. And so
Mhm.
that was, you know what I mean. So yeah. I think those would be the things that I would probably say. And I was trying to follow along with the comments. I was so mad that I couldn't because I wanted to pull back all those comments to see who said what.
Yeah. So did you get any? So what about the message? Like, did anything stand out to you? Like, anything that he said?
Hold on, wait a minute, we got a problem here. Got a
Okay.
problem. TBA. With that attitude, Michael, come on and lay on the couch and tell us how you really feel. I die first.
Hi, Gizmo. Hi. Hi.
Okay, still standing up. Appreciate that. Honey.
She's like, she's talking
What is
back.
that hoo ha? What is that
I think
fancy?
she said woosah, woosah.
What the hell I mean?
So, breathe maybe. Woosah.
Oh, okay, that's a woman thing. I don't get involved in that.
Okay, back to the message.
Yeah.
Did anything stand out to you that he talked about?
No, you're not about to make this mess. Uh, Trying to think of the message. What was this? I know he said something about what did he say? What did he say? Something about something about your condition isn't your what did he say?
Just I put you into a club. Turn it off.
What did he say, y'all, about your condition?
I honestly, I was in and out because I was getting dressed for church, but I was listening. I heard him say something about you can't put makeup on a crack.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was yeah. I thought about Fancy when he said that. Fancy called it makeup witchcraft. Hey, shout out to Fancy. Hey, listen, hey, I'm glad you brought that up. Word, I thought about you, Fancy, when he said that.
Hi, Gizmo.
Fancy right about that. Shout out to Fancy. That's her line. If y'all ever hear that, you know what I'm saying? That makeup is witchcraft. Right. And she had another video that I just saw recently. Hey, Fancy, what's that other video you did I like? You just did it on makeup. What was it about the wigs? What you say? Fancy, what you say about wigs? I can't remember. See, that's why you need therapy. Teotherapy. So, you don't do it. Yeah, Fancy, what's that? Everyone, I be hating women. Y'all be hearing women on kids talking about he gotta go to therapy because he needs to be healed. Shut up, rat. Shut up, rat. I was talking about lace fronts and we. Yeah, that's it. Ah, that was a good one. Lace fronts. Hey, fans, that's your best way. That's funny.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, Miss T.
Say hi, Gizmo.
Hi, Gizmo.
What's the light skin thing?
Now this a light skin thing.
Uh, they banging on light skin. Huh?
That's funny.
Ugh. I told you to show yourself.
Why you want me to show myself?
Because you're a beautiful
They
mom.
say thank you so much. They say you'll be an
She's
excellent case study.
Yeah, that's the TVA. Yeah, hey TV, I told you, I really believe that they're going to be trying to figure this out. Like, it's like like at some point in time, some sociologist or something like that, they're gonna come across my channel and they're gonna go back to the beginning and they're gonna make a course of this. You know what I'm saying? A black man in America, you know what I mean? And go back through all of these videos and break them down, and people gonna have their own. And yeah, they calling Gizmo in because I'll be, my goose will be cooked. You know what I mean? What was your father thinking at this point? And what was this and that? And hey, TBA, I should know it's always you because you do that pink and green heart. My heart is black. Hey, Miss Mai in here. Mai, what took you so long to get in here? Hey, get
So
yourself together.
hey, so awesome. Can I challenge you next Sunday if you go back to if they have dinner to stay?
God, why everybody want me to go to these places?
No, I'm just saying like that would be a dope opportunity to network, to get to know some new people, and you know,
Are they gonna talk to me a lot?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to build some rapport. For all you know, they might have a men's group there that you could be a part of, and spread your masculinity message. You just never know what kind of influence you could be and where you could find your place in the church. But you won't know until you start going to talk.
Place in the church.
Your mind said I'm working unlike the rest of you. Man, I get weak. Hey, look, I called off from my little second job. Take it. I was mentally exhausted.
Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, I was just asked that. Chipo, you got the Sunday joint.
Yeah, I didn't go. I told them I had a family emergency. I lied. But anyhow, my son is stressing me out. So I
Oh,
didn't.
him and that girl, huh?
Well, he had been gone for 2 nights, child. But I had hit him up this morning like, oh, so you ain't got to go to work? And he was like, yeah, at 10:45. So when I look at his location, I'm like, why you ain't at work? So he was late. And so I kind of, I ain't gonna say I went off,
Mhm.
but I kind of like was like, telling him how I felt about the situation.
Mhm.
This is like his third time being late.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
so,
baby.
anyways, he comes and I'm like, well, you didn't tell me nothing about no night you had. It couldn't have been that important if you didn't tell me. And so apparently he was somewhere and got shot at, and I was like,
Oh, he that came up with the dog ate my homework and all that other stuff.
wait, do you think it was no, I
Of
think
course
he
you
was
do.
serious.
Yeah, of course you do. You're a mama. He PW. Simple as that.
So you don't think he was for real?
Let's stop playing with me. You know.
What? I'm serious.
Cheapo, that boy PW. Simple as that. You know what that is. He did that.
Yeah, I know what that is.
That's
Y'all have
simple as
to
that.
work on his social skills. Facts.
And we all, you know what I mean? Well, that's what it is. This is why men and you know what I mean, he gonna lose her because of that. Remember, I said men gotta handle their business. You know what I'm saying? You're not handling your business, you know what I mean? Now you being around that girl too much, she gonna lose interest in
Child. Yeah, it was crazy. But
you.
anyhow, I didn't have the mental capacity to go to the job. So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, okay,
They
Papa, we heard
said TBA said you got to work on your social skills. What?
to that.
Dang, I want to be a. Okay, never mind. That back.
Hey, TBA, you
That
don't do
sounds
what I do.
stressful. Fancy.
Hey, to social skills.
Fancy. That sounds stressful.
What do?
Being a stay-at-home mom.
Work on social skills. God, I hate social skills. I ain't never had.
No, it's no. I mean, no, it's no stay-at-home kid. You got
Man,
to be in school.
I'm staying. Hey, you better get your act together.
Hey,
Hey, Miss D. Hey, Miss D in the house. Yeah, TBA. That's a good question. Yeah. Hey, you see what TBA said? Asking what area because you're checking the police call log for suspects. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him that. I am.
that's actually good, TBA. No, or matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Don't even tell him that last part. Just ask him what area, you know what I'm saying, to see if there was any call or shots fired.
Oh yeah, I could check on the system.
Yeah, yep.
That
Yeah, shout out to TBA for that. She right. Well, anyway, that boy wasn't shot at. That's just like I said.
I don't know. I was telling the truth though.
Oh, oh, oh.
Y'all, oh, that's what's up, y'all. Shout out to y'all. I was at home for during COVID, and my God, today.
Here, Gizmo. I've been doing it. Don't scream in my ear. Gizmo, get your attitude together.
How long were you working at Taco Bell?
Who, me?
Nah, Fancy said she quit. Just
Hey,
quit
Gizmo
Taco
said, who,
Bell.
me? Did you
Hi,
hear?
Gizmo. Hi.
She's talking about
Hi.
who, me?
Hi, pretty baby. Hi, mamas. Hey. What's up?
I worked at Taco Bell when I was like 15. Y'all,
Hi. Hey.
they didn't keep me long. It was a summer job. I had to.
Can I go now?
Edible. Listen, COVID. Listen, that I had to stay at home. What was that for 2 years? It was it 2 years, child. Ooh, I couldn't wait to go back to work. Now let me stop playing. Man, me and my daughter would go to Walmart. That's how bored I was. That was the only thing open, and we would go to Walmart every day, child.
Hey, hey, Chiba, let me ask you a question. How did Austin do overall at the church? Did I
Um,
do anything good?
yes, I think you did good by not snapping on anybody. I thought before the day was over, you was gonna snap on somebody. So you did good not snapping. I think you need to work on your facial expressions. Um, and then just your people skills, your social skills. But overall, I mean, I give you an A for effort.
Wow. Wow, that's all I did was show F.
I'm saying
That's
that's not all you did. I mean, you went, you took the initiative, so I feel like you get an A for that. Um,
that's the
yeah,
and that's as far as the A's go.
I think you did great by handling Gizmo by taking her out. Now, I think you did take extremely too long to get up while she was screaming. You was being disruptive in the church. Okay, I you need to be a little more expeditious. You was putting shoes on and jackets. It was you just was like I felt like you was like, hey, ain't nobody about to rush me. I felt like that's what you was doing.
Okay, I didn't think of that part. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. In truth, it hadn't dawned on me that I'm not used to taking her out of place because she's so disruptive.
I'm not doing
She,
anything.
so it never hit me. You know what I mean? That I would have to take her out. You know what I'm saying? It was yeah. I'll keep an eye on that in the future. I'll always be by the exit. You know what I mean? So that way I don't mess
Right.
up an
Right.
effort
I
for.
mean, I get it. It probably was cold. I'm not sure what the temperature is like out there. So I can see
Yeah.
why you wanted to put her on her jacket and everything. But you was just like, take your time. Like the lady was like, hey, you want me to get her? You was like, no.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like what do you think you gonna do that I ain't done? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like get up out of here. Like, you
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
So,
She's not gonna listen to you. You ain't wash no hands. I don't know you, lady.
oh my God.
But I will say this. I think I will going back to eat the food. I don't know about that, but I may show up. The food didn't smell too bad. It didn't smell bad.
Man, you know
At
what
least
they
they
have.
fed people.
They probably had some chicken. No, that's what's up. I love when the church break bread. That's the time where you get to, fellowship.
Yeah, maybe God, we'll see. Shout out to D. D yeah, Gizmo showed out. Well, she had a moment and then she got sleepy and then she was on my lap. Then she wanted to start dancing and clapping. She started rocking back and forth with the music. Gizmo don't know nothing. Anything will excite her. So
So
she
I
enjoyed herself. I think that according to she both thinks she's enjoyed herself. I think Fancy mentioned that as well.
I think we all think she enjoyed herself. She was having a grand time being around
Oh,
people.
okay, yeah. So I know she needs that, but it's like there's we're still trying to find out D where where that line is, and you know what I mean, and how to you know my girl Liz thinks she did as well. She mentioned that, so we'll just have to see how things progress. I don't know, y'all. This stuff is very big because it's I've never been in a circumstance like this. I've always known kind of what to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you always, for me, it was always I can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? It's all up to me. I can make it happen, you know what I mean, like that, you know. And now everything is just it's just, you know what I mean? It's always the thought of, man, I gotta be careful because, I'll tell y'all something, and Chad, I'm gonna tell you something. If I let her down, I failed the whole mission. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like that's the That's the, you know what I mean, the cap that I'm always dealing with. How do I balance what I need to do and what needs to be done in comparison to the chances I can take. You know what I mean? And I'm used to being a risk taker, y'all. You know what I mean? Like for 45 years, I took risks. Now I'm not taking no risk. Chances make champions. So yeah, I thought Gizmo did well considering I said right. TBA said right, man. What you co-signing, TBA? You need social skills. To your social skills. Stop spitting. Gizmo talking about come to therapy. Therapy is your friend. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Gizmo sounded like she had a great time. Yeah, then you have to go back and look at it if you get an opportunity. The ladies enjoyed. They said that they was plugging music up. They was, they was listening to it. You know what I mean? On surround sound. They enjoyed it. And I thought the preacher, was was entertaining. He reminded me of Morris Day. He reminded me of Morris Day. He really did. You know what I'm saying? So I thought there was that. I didn't like the fact, they kept passing that damn collection plate every 10 minutes, for something. So that was cool. It was just, really two offerings. It was one for Sunday school, and one at the end of the service. I thought that was acceptable. Cheapo, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you got me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you back. Oh, you was on mute?
Yeah, I'm on mute. I had promised my daughter
Mm-hmm.
to. She had got some silly string.
It's called goofy
Okay.
string.
Okay, whatever. And I told her I wanted her spray it, but not at my house. I'm about to take her to the park real quick and let her just spray this all over. So,
Oh,
because if I don't, she gonna bug the hell out of me about this. But yeah, I'm listening.
okay. So y'all okay. And is that stuff is that edible? Is that your silly
Nah,
string
you just
edible?
spray. Nah, you just
I
spray
saw it,
it.
but okay. Does it break down? Like, I mean, is it safe for the environment? Like, what does it do?
I don't know. That ain't my problem after I leave. Let me stop.
It's a- he's stupid. He's stupid. I got you. Yeah, I was wondering, like, does it break down in the environment or something? Like, is it safe for birds, or you know what I mean? Can they eat it, or
Oh,
Yeah, I was just wondering. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah.
for me.
What the hell I know? It's 9:30 here. Yes, it is.
Wow, that was quick.
Oh,
It's
it's 6:30 here.
five. It's it'll be they 3 hours behind. Man, so it'll be 6:30. Yeah, they 3 hours. Get them up. What are you doing? Get from behind there before you get stuck. You don't even know what you're doing. How you gonna get back? No. Okay, no. You get back. You get yourself over there. Oh, you figured it out, huh? Okay. Give me this. Who's this? This is Bert. Hi, Bert. Say hi to Bert. Where your other ones at? Where's Cookie Man? Cookie Master. Sounds insane. Yeah, y'all. I really thought that overall things progressed. Uh, you know what I mean? I could. I think I may go back. I think I may go back. Uh, I think there's an opportunity for that. I'm not. I'm definitely not buying crypto. God, it's that time of the year, ain't it? God. Y'all, what am I gonna do? I hate this time of the year so much. I'm You know, best case scenario, if I were lucky, I would be able to find a place where Gizmo would be safe, people, and I could just drop her off over there, or she could be picked up. Everybody just leave me alone for the holiday. Hey, yeah, spoil it. Just do whatever you want. Just leave me out of it. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Let's see. That's not Bird. Well, who is it, Mike? Oh, Big Bird. Oh, yeah. Mike, stop correcting me. Why you try? Would you try another church? Multiple churches, multiple people. I don't know, fancy. Would you have a place in mind? Is it a place that you can think of that you know what I mean that you have in mind? What you want me to go with you or will I go? Probably. Why you hate this time of year? Because I hate the phoniness. I hate the holiday season. God, I hate it so much. The phoniness, the pageantry, the people, the careless. God, I hate the careless. Just the goodwill towards men. It's all a lie. It's you know what I'm saying. It's just I just hate it. I want to be left alone in the dark and watch basketball when the internet's back on. You know stuff like that. Um, Shout out to my finally on my side for once. She hasn't been all day. Hate this time of year too. This is facts. I hate it too. Fancy, thank you. Uh, wrong city for my resource. Okay. I hate paganism fancy. I know you do. All those holidays are European customs. That's not our tradition. Facts. Oh, Cheapo must have, I mean not Cheapo, but I believe we lost Cheapo. Shout out to Cheapo for coming on. Let me see. That's one of the old time slavery ministry. Yeah, I do appreciate Cheapo, you know what I'm saying, for coming on. Shout out to Cheapo. Let her enjoy her daughter this evening. Uh, their silly slash goofy string. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you something, ladies. When you're trying to figure this thing out, there isn't any truly magic bullet that's gonna fix it. The only thing I really know right now is just to keep her safe. Right? That's the only thing that I can really think of is to keep her safe. And a lot of this other stuff is going to have to work itself out on its own time. I'm not going to be able to fix it. You know what I mean? Because I just don't have the I just don't have the capability to do so. And so, I have to accept that. I have to accept that in real time and make peace with that part of it. And from there, you kind of, you know what I'm saying, you kind of move according. And that's kind of where I'm at with that, y'all. I'm not. I just don't know enough, y'all, to really know what this looks like. But I know that I'm a man of will and I'm a man of guts, and I'm not. I'm not easily dissuaded, and I'm going to continue to give maximum effort. Gizmo, come here, Gizzy. Come here, Gizzy. Come here. Come here, take him back. Come here, Daddy's tank. Come here, Daddy's tank. She be moving around. Yeah, ever since these little legs start working. So yeah, y'all. You know what I mean? Like will we probably do something? I don't know. I think there's an opportunity for that. maybe well, I want her to have. I want her to have the opportunity to be around people and see, you know what I mean, and you know, and have that. But is it? I guess you know what I'm saying. I pay attention to the safety. You know what I'm saying is are these people are they going to really want her around, or she's going to be she's not one of them. You know, what I'm saying? She isn't. She's not one of them. You know what I mean? Like no matter what, she isn't a part of their clan. So do they hold that against her? I don't know. Guess we'll have to see what happens. Shout out to the. This is a capitalist country. They want us to spend money all year round. It's like a holiday every 2, 3. Now we cook it. That is facts. Not one lie told. No lies detected. You may proceed. And because of that, they almost make you believe that something is wrong with you if you don't agree or you don't um, have the same affinity or the same mindset or the same affection for these particular seasons. Everybody knows this is big money. Everybody knows it's big money coming up. Every time we go in the stores, y'all go to the stores. You ladies shop. They're selling Christmas stuff. They got stockings out. They got all of this other stuff out that's available, for sale, promoting. I mean, hell, y'all. If I'm not mistaken, can't we start shopping for Christmas as early as August? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? August, September, October. It's like 5 months out. You know what I'm saying? 4, 5, you know what I mean? You know, so, you know, I like I say, y'all, I I just have to take my time, and you know what I mean, and let things kind of fall for me. Like a lot of times, y'all, I've been used to trying to force things. I'm gonna have to be a lot more patient these days, and that's just kind of the way that's just gonna go. I don't, you know what I mean? It's not like here's the thing. Let me tell you what a man can't control is his work ethic. I'll give y'all an example. Let's say for me, you got a woman, she's watching your children. But you can go out and work 2 jobs, even if they're not 2 jobs that you want. Doesn't matter. You can still work 2 jobs, right? You should be working at least 60 hours a week. Yeah. That's a that's grinding. You know what I'm saying? You got 60 hours a week. You know what I mean? You're working 60 hours a week. You know what I mean? You can do that as a man. You can literally work you know what I mean, a 40-hour job, you know what I'm saying, and a 20-hour part-time job, you know what I'm saying? So the only thing you really doing is resting and eating. You know what I mean? You rest, eat. You know what I'm saying? She's taking care of everything else, and then you know what I mean. You just go out there. You know what I mean. You can bust you can do that for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And really level up for real. Even if you only working two, even if you're keeping your costs down, you know what I mean. And you're keeping your living costs respectably, right? Y'all may go out once a month, you know what I'm saying? And you may treat your woman and your children to a nice meal out. You know what I mean? Once a month, you know what I'm saying? And all of the necessities taken care of, you can stack up some bread. You can stack up some, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you're sitting on, you know what I mean, 30, 40,000 cash, you know what I'm saying? About 3 years, you can make a move with that. You know what I'm saying? You can mess around, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to JP, you can buy a food truck. You know what I mean? You can invest in, you know what I mean? Something that you think is beneficial. You know what I'm saying? So this notion that you can't think it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. It's just I met this little one young girl, y'all. She was 14. I just saw her around the building. She wants to watch the gizmo, but y'all, she's only 14. She seems very responsible. She does. She's actually responsible for raising her siblings and stuff. You know what I mean? But I just don't want y'all. I just don't. I'm not comfortable with y'all have a 14-year-old because my daughter ain't going there. So that means she has to be here. So how parents or grandparents would be comfortable with their 14-year-old daughter, granddaughter in a grown man's house, whether he's there or not there. It's, you know what I'm saying? All of that just gets too murky for me, and that's not something I really want to even put myself in. You know what I mean? But she's like, my grandma said I can come over there. Yeah, I don't want a 14-year-old girl hanging at my house, y'all. And I think she's very responsible. And I think that she's a very quality young girl. And I think that, I wish little young sister, but she's just 14. I think it's just too young to have in my house. I'm a 45-year-old man, 14-year-old girl in the house watching my daughter. I don't know, something about the optics of that. Shout out to D. I said D say facts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's facts. D. I'm saying yes, D. Yeah, you can, when you grind it, you can really get something done. You know what I mean? If you're really a grinder. I believe in live below my mean. Yeah, D, because here's the thing. If you literally have two jobs that's paying, let's say one paying $13 an hour, another paying 15. You know what I'm saying? And you handling, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, you working towards your little thing, and you know what I mean, you moving and grooving, you know what I'm saying, and so forth and so on, right? Just think about it, something, right? If you able to pay your rent, keep your costs down, you know what I'm saying, and live, within your means, you know what I mean? You literally have, let's say, your income may be about 45, 50,000 a year, right? That's what 60, and that's working two small jobs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You can get, about 50,000 a year, and that's working, like I say, 60 hours a week. A man can bust that out. You know what I'm saying? For 3 years, you can literally do that. It's just grinding. You know what I'm saying? It's just having the mindset of, okay, this is taken care of. This part is a check. You know what I mean? I can go out here, baby, you know what I mean, and get the rest of this. Just, you know what I mean, take care of this, for us. And then next thing you know what I'm saying? Because 3 years go by like that. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? 3 years go by. Next thing you know what I'm saying? You sitting on a nice little chunk, you know what I'm saying, of money that you done saved up. You know what I'm saying? And then, that's, you can put or get them all. Nah. You know what I mean? You can put a nice down payment on the house with that. You know what I'm saying? You can find a bank to finance, you know what I'm saying, the rest. For real. Yeah, me neither, Cheapo. I don't know about the Cheapo. Shout out to you. I just received that. Thank you, Cheapo. Cheapo just blessed her. Cheapo just show some love. Thank you, Cheapo, as usual. Appreciate you so much. I don't know, but yeah, about the 13-year-old girl. Yeah, 34. Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah. Yeah. I would not be comfortable to 14. Yeah, it's not something that's coached. And the fact that your people don't mind is another, because I actually met the grandmama, and she said, no, I don't mind this, that lets me know, like, what type of people, you know what I mean, like, what type of people are y'all, that y'all would be comfortable, you know what I mean, with your granddaughter in a grown man's house, you know what I'm saying, because I already said my daughter ain't coming over there, you know what I mean, because there's too many kids and stuff like that, there's too much going on over there. But yeah, that was something for me. That was eye opening for me, y'all, right there. That the fact that they would be comfortable letting that, you know what I'm saying, letting that jump off, letting that transpire. So he was older, maybe 18 or something like that, 70, out of high school or something, it'd be, a little different. A lot different, actually. But I don't want an underage girl hanging around here, man. I don't want that, man. Too many inferences and too many ways. Guy, something get misconstrued or misunderstood, or somebody hears some, or what I mean, somebody even make the assumption, or what I mean, next thing, I ain't got time for that shit. Gizmo gonna wreck this place. I gotta. No. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, but just to save money in a bank. They don't give you any interest on your money. Yeah, D, that's why you got to put that in an IRA. You know what I'm saying? Out of probably, because you're gonna lose money if you put in the savings. You know what I'm saying? If you put 20,000 in the savings account, you know what I'm saying, 20 years ago, you know what I'm saying, and you never touched that money, it's probably worth about 18.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe not, you know what I'm saying? You probably lost, you know what I'm saying? You probably lost, maybe 15%. Maybe not that much. Maybe that might be a little bit of an exaggeration. But that 20,000 is definitely not worth the same 20,000. It's definitely less. So yeah, probably IRA is probably, you know what I'm saying, a better way to go. 17 is still too young. Yeah, Ma, you made me right about that. I can say, you know what I'm saying? You made me right about that. But yeah, it's, bottom line, we all agree 14 is definitely too young. And remember, I told you about that, Ma. I told you that there may be an opportunity there, you know what I'm saying, to get somebody to watch her. You know what I mean? But I just don't know. I just don't know. So, well, like I say, the only thing a guy can do, you know what I mean, is you do what you can. You know what I'm saying? You do what you can. You know what I mean? And you count on, you count on the creator to kind of, you know what I mean, to kind of pave the rest of the way. Yeah. Yeah, that's his facts. Yes, that's 100% D. Yeah. Yeah, D. Yeah, I think we all, you know what I'm saying? I think we definitely all in all the, and like I said, she don't go to school either. She's homeschooled, you know what I'm saying? And it's just yes. Yeah, it's just and like I said, very, very nice young lady. I like to speak to her. She's very kind. Um and but yeah, just nah. So other than that, and I met a couple other people, but not people that I would like. I didn't like the way they was moving when I met them. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't like, what they was about. I'm like, I ain't putting my door. So, you do, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? With that being said, y'all, we done kicked it. So, hour and 41 minutes. Over 2 hours. Damn near 2.5. You know what I'm saying? Plus on top of everything else. We thank y'all so much for being in here. You know what I mean? Thank y'all very much. Shout out to Cheapo for coming through, you know what I'm saying, and kicking it with us, you know what I'm saying, and showing love, as usual. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Elcheapo, man. Y'all make sure if you support Awesome, man, you support Cheapo. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? You support Awesome, you support Cheapo. Y'all make sure y'all go over and say what's up to Elcheapo, man, and you know what I'm saying, let's get her in the situation. You know what I mean, where she don't have to be working 2 jobs and she can content create. You know what I'm saying, full time, and that's what she so decides. And social work is which is her passion. She can do that as a hobby. You know what I'm saying, and then you know, that's what it is. Shout out to my chat. You know what I'm saying, shout out to my girl Les. Shout out to D, Miss Fancy, Ediva. You know what I'm saying, TBA, still standing strong. You know what I'm saying, Black Man, I am Malik. And anybody else, you know what I'm saying, to stop through. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't say your name, my apologies. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going off the cuff from a lot of the people that I saw that were consistently interacting. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, uh, regardless to what you think or don't think, you better know one thing.